Good afternoon, everybody, and what an afternoon it is for more finals action here at Bendigo East Bowling Club. It's the women's singles final between BCG's Cass MILLERICK and Sandbelt's Kelly McKERHIEN, who is playing more bowls this week, not for a change, and still in a couple of events as well. JT is alongside me. This is the opening end. Afternoon, Josh.
Afternoon, Sammy.
Fair first end.
It's a great first end, and what should be a great final. Two class bowlers out here playing in our ladies singles final. And hopefully we're going to be in for a ding-donger.
I think we will be. Kelly on the run here early. Backhand with weight.
Looks close.
This is a touch-up. Well.
Measure.
Now measure for shot. 3 down to maybe 1 up. We
also have 3 men's champion matches going on as well, Sam.
3. Yes, Ali, of course, is already in the semi-final. He played his quarter-final last night.
Yep.
Good pickup. And the mixed pairs is happening. Only one of the games happening.
The semi-final.
Semi-final.
Yep. Which will be down on rink 1 shortly.
Keep an eye on that for you as Cass backhand drawing looks very close to once again. And any touch?
It's got to make it, well, it looks like it made it fraction closer.
Minimal touch.
Shouldn't you be out in the chips, Sam?
What the hell, man?
I was going to give you one dig and then we'd move on, wouldn't we? Nah, you're a bit...
That'd be that's a fair game. You know what I was thinking? As I was just watching it after in between the lunch break? David Wells could win it.
Okay, fair prediction.
Hopefully he doesn't get beat this game, otherwise that's going to be not a good prediction. But the man was playing some good bowls.
Well, I'll make a prediction.
Go on.
The player that he's playing will beat him.
The player he's playing is some quite fair form in his own right.
Correct. Anyway, Kelly. Do you reckon Kelly plays weighty? Do I get both white bowls out semi or not? No, not based off that.
It's actually a good call. Could have got them both moving out, maybe made 2 or 3.
It is arriving weight though. And it's looking close.
Doesn't want the gap.
What a bowl.
Can't get the gap when you trail the jack like that. That's a fair opening end. Won't get much better than that as we go along. You're on scores for this game.
Am I?
Yeah. Good news. Don't have to put any ends in for today.
I'm capable of doing one task, not 2.
Let's go looking for 2nd or 3rd title for the week. I've lost count. There's been too many. 4s and triples. Yep. Looking for a 3rd runner-up in the Champion of Champions against Kylie Lavis, and then still in the mix as well, so you can still walk away with 4 state titles. How are you going?
Two it is. Let's see if I get this right. There we go. Afternoon, Westy. Hope you're well. We will bring you some scores of the men's champions shortly.
Yeah,
they're just doing their roll-up at the moment.
All up on A green, so we'll be able to easily check in with what's going on.
Appreciate your feedback, Carolyn. Incorrect, Sean. No, I was very impartial in that match between Brody and Sam. Great starter there from Cass MILLERICK. Players will be looking to find their rhythm early.
Who's that?
No,
You're meant to know everyone here.
it's all right. Appreciate that feedback, Unch. Hope you're well, buddy.
What's he got to say for himself?
He just said he thought we did a great job and actually enjoys the humour we add to the stream.
Good, thank you. Shot here. Change any angles. Not a great result in the end.
Not a bad bowl sack.
What does Kelly do here now?
She can't be overly aggressive.
I don't. How did she get the shot?
Maybe just arrive on the back end and hopefully you can just slide the bowl between the jack. Can't probably tell by that angle, but
Can't tell. Can't tell anything. Can't see anything.
or otherwise you just play the dead draw. Sometimes you have to wear one down, Sam. Whether you like it or not.
Can Cass make a few or not? Backhand, just a little touch on the shot bowl.
Yeah, I think so. You're just playing that full draw. You happen to touch it, you might make 2 or 3.
Yeah, underneath can sit the closest to Kelly's as well.
You could sit it and then come back under the shot bowler Cass's. Yeah, I reckon that's what she's trying to do, Sammy. First pass looking right.
Bad attempt. Needs to miss this. Oh,
Close.
sorry, over the jack.
Oh, yeah. 2 for sure.
Did it bring the back one in for 3 or not quite? It's unlucky if it hasn't. Wow, only 2 in the end. It could have easily been 3 with more of the jack.
We've seen some
Wowee.
fantastic bowls in the early ends.
Locked in early. Cass playing her first game of the day, of course. Who did Kelly and Ali beat in the game before? Brooke and Nelson.
Yep, from Metro West. Seemed reasonably
good
close
win.
too, yeah. Rightio, in the start of those matches in the champions across the green, we have David Wells leading Todd Trawn 2-1. Don't know what the score was in the first end of Brody versus Tyson. Haven't put the score up yet. We will keep you informed and we'll probably even check Bowls Link. What do you reckon?
Sometimes, well, usually it's updated quicker than what the actual scoreboards are. Behind the rink, not a bad shout.
Greg Podesta leads Chris Young 1-0 and Tyson Cromie leads Brody Harker 2-0.
Can you able to tell me, go back and what was the wash up of Chris Young's opening game? Because he looked to be in a bit of a battle there.
25-19 he won.
Okay.
Morning, Warren. Warren will be joining us from all the way from Collie in WA.
Loves it.
Afternoon, Steve McKERHIEN, who we found out the other day was Kelly's dad.
Who was it?
Steve McKERHIEN, Kelly's dad. Tuning in from Canada. And afternoon as well to Joshy Cartwright. Got a treat for you, Josh. Your sister's going to jump on commentary later. Provide some special comments.
Wind just picking up, sort of. It's interesting, the flag closer to us is sort of blowing it back towards the commentary box, and the flag down from where they're playing is sort of blowing right across the green.
Paul, yes, she certainly is an iron woman in Kelly McKERHIEN. She has played, I'd worked out yesterday up until one point, and there's been a stack since still. She'd played over 270 ends up until yesterday at one stage. But they are the cons with being so good at the sport.
More bowls, as I tell her every game. Congrats, Kelly. More bowls.
Cass, weight was pretty good then, just a fraction wide. I actually think Kelly's thrown it out a fraction wide too.
What are we saying here, Josh? More than one?
No, I think it's one. One it is. Afternoon, Kim. Appreciate that feedback as well too.
Not you laughing at yourself, is it, again?
No, I'm not laughing at myself. I'm not that funny.
Good club to be in, isn't it?
What's that? The
No wins at Champs Way Club. We'll start a new club. Nice. Sorry.
Good starter there by Kelly. We know predominantly on the live stream rink, Sam, they do tend to play the other side, but I reckon Kelly's one of the ones that actually has played the ditch side better than most. Which makes sense if you're winning all the time too.
Fair correction to stick on that hand and draw all the way around to, I was going to say Jack Height, just runs past and then falls back down. Pretty fair shot.
The wind's getting up, Sam. Here in the special effects.
Yeah, it is a bit. It's pretty nice early. Down on the old B green. You could tell though, even down there, like after 2 hours of playing, that it's still freed up a second.
Yeah. How's this bowl from Cass MILLERICK, Sammy?
It's on it again.
Yeah.
Backing yourself to stay on the forehand.
It's just such a good hand. It's turning. Get back down the centre line nicely. Kelly's trying good speed. It'll nearly get down. Not quite.
Two.
Still be two, I reckon, at this stage.
Throw another one in on the forehand here. No reason to change, is there?
I don't believe so. And the other reason why is you're not creating a target if you keep drawing around there. You're sort of sticking in behind the bowls that are already in front. Whereas you play backhand, you might sit a jack high and make a funnel or make it a fatter target. It's all down to good speed again. Probably wasn't quite there, was it, Sammy?
No, probably wasn't going to change a thing. Let's Kel look out here.
I think she can only
Backhand
just
draw off the wing bowl.
underneath her own. Underneath her own, she's very close to getting shot. Ooh, much quicker than I thought, Sammy. Just missed on the high side.
Really an unconventional way of potentially scoring.
It'll
No
be
change.
2 to Cass MILLERICK.
Started good here, even the end she lost. She played a really good end. Got to come up with her
5-2.
couple of big bowls.
Let's give you some scores from across the green.
Like it.
Toddy Trewarn leading David Wells 4-2. Greg Podesta leading Chris Young 2-1. Tyson Cromie leading Brody Harker 8-0. Tyson's got off to a flyer there. Could he be another person to potentially do the double in the same year? Do you know who the last person was in the men?
No, but I feel like we talked about this the other day off stream.
Yes.
You
Well, I definitely
tell me, or you want to give me initials or a clue, or
initials would be pretty easily.
say
BL.
in the men's?
Yes. 2017 was the last time someone did the double in the same year.
Anyone we streamed this week?
No.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Someone you've been talking to this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was obvious.
Yeah. Well, just...
Now that you gave me the initials and gave me as many clues as you possibly could, it's obvious.
I'm bringing great facts to the commentary.
It is.
Yeah. And that would be Barry Lester. All right, good start again by Cass.
Position, please. The last bowl is finished in relation to Jack.
Afternoon, Brendan. Hope you're well, mate.
Fair correction. The what's the white paddles belong to Cass?
Cass,
Yep.
Yep. Spot on.
Close again.
Yeah, she-
Beating the last tackles.
Great speed again.
Very close. Might still be the one down here. Well, does that change anything?
Well, if it wasn't shot, it could be now. Cass doing the finger measurement to get a bit of a guide. According to Cass, it's close.
Confident backhand draw or change over?
I think she's just playing that hand too good, Sam. I was going to say, I think it's just shy, Sammy.
Track was okay.
Must be close. Both players have gone and
Yeah, a couple times and not
Done the
really
finger
giving us a
guide.
whole lot. Still a backhand shot. She can play something. She played the opening end where she was positive to it and ended up trailing the jack.
Relation to Jack that time. One ball in front of Jack high.
I don't envy being Brody right now, mate. Tyson's putting on an absolute clinic a few rinks across.
Brody actually had to, and Tyson just tried it.
Chance for the line. To run.
Well, do you
We'll
reckon?
find out.
Are you making a prediction? Do you think they'll call an umpire, or do you reckon
I'll
they'll
say
measure it
it's
themselves?
one pink. And I'll
Ooh.
say they'll measure it themselves.
Okay. Tyson's drawn another one.
Put a cloth over him just about. It's fair draw bowling. And it is one to the pink.
Ooh, Sammy. I do.
Stop giggling at yourself again, Josh.
I must snicker a lot.
What was that?
I snicker a lot.
Oh.
That's what I got accused of doing before, snickering.
Snicko.
Benny Simmons has provided another insightful comment. It's good, Benny. I like his little tongue-in-cheek comment.
Another insightful comment.
And he goes, I wish people like you would appreciate the kids commentating for us. They are fresh out of school and trying to provide us with free content. That's why I was snickering.
We are
Sam.
for the people.
Five, 3, Sammy. Matt further up with Kelly taking control of the jack. A bit more in front of us. We might have to turn it down a fraction.
Yeah, but I think we might be here a little while for this one. It's got
I
a feel
reckon.
about it.
Yeah, definitely got to feel it.
Similar to the Champion of Champions the other night as well.
Mm-hmm. Afternoon, Dean? No City versus Country streamed.
Not streamed, but the players are doing live scoring for it over the weekend. So similar to this, if you want to jump on and
Follow the
that
results.
does take your fancy, you want to see what's going on, you can.
Is that right? Yep.
Cass. Oh, just was trying to get down to the shot bowl and sit it. Just slid past on the high side. What do you reckon Kelly's going to do here, Sam?
Backhand draw. Stop laughing.
It's not me this time.
This is a Brendan Unders, isn't it? Stop in time?
Don't know. Cass is playing better weight this time, Sammy. She's awfully close.
Stop now.
It's nearly good enough. Rod Bates. Let's see which paddle he's grabbing. He's grabbed the white one, Sammy. So it should be one to Cass MILLERICK. And it is.
Good shot. Only a few, but there was only one that was sort of super close. And Cass with bowl number 4. Draws numero uno. Ali Forsyth playing aggressive last night in the rink over. Chris Young loves a weighted shot as well, doesn't he?
He won't die wondering an old elbow, as he's affectionately known.
He's always played that way. You've known him for a lot longer than I have.
Yeah. He actually used to be quicker on the mat back in the day. Great starter there by Kelly. That mixed pairs matches the roll-up has started, Sammy. It's the Mornington Peninsula team playing the Northern Gateway team in the semi-final.
Mornington will win.
No.
Well, what do you mean, no?
No, they won't. I'm going to counter-predict against you.
Still room to draw the shot here. Currently 1 and a measure, indicated by the great Rodney Bates. Marking this final for us. Just struggling to find the speed here. He made sure it's only 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for second shot, though. And that will be 2.
There's one way of doing it. As you said, there was a lot of room side the side of that. It's always going to be okay.
She played a very good 4th bowl last end, Sammy. Is she going to do the same again?
Just not rip away. Close to making contact. Missed everything. And Still like it for 2.
Yeah, you reckon he might be right. This will be 3 though. Definitely good enough. Three it is.
Back to level.
Level pegging.
What else is news?
Well, I'm going to give you a score update from across the green.
Oh, okay.
Sam, Thomas, Rogers.
Don't expose me like that.
Well, you shared it the other day and I remembered.
Yeah, that was dumb.
David Wells, Todd Drawn, 5 apiece. Greg Podesta 6, Chris Young 3.
Greg Pettis just picked up a 3 or 4 there.
And Tyson Cromie 9, Brody Harker 3. Mixed pairs yet to start yet, still completing their second end of the roll-up.
It's one of the semi-finals being played at this time start. Another stream on tonight or not?
No. I don't believe so. That's my understanding, unless someone's changed it after the last version I heard. Yeah, good starters there by Cal. Freya Jones has made an observation, Sam. He says that Kelly and Ali have identical deliveries.
Can't be identical if one's right and one's left-handed.
Would they mirror each other then? I actually don't see it.
No, well, Ali actually stands with his preferred foot. Hang on, let me get this right. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, not really. I mean, you're fumbling your way through it at the moment.
Left-handed. Left foot is on top of the mat in front of his right foot.
Okay. And then he
Is
steps
that
over
unusual?
the-
Yeah.
I've never actually followed or watched that hard, to be honest. All right. Cass is looking to correct here. She's not too far away. She's got to run the last little bit. Semi. Jeez, it's nearly good enough.
Quite, I don't... wouldn't have thought so.
I reckon that'll definitely... 1, 2, Kelly, according to Paddler, Marker, ITO, Rodney Bates. Good bowl here from Kelly. Little jack movement is very nice for her. Yeah, it's 2. This Cass will go down and have a squeeze. Do you reckon she's backhand underneath?
Arriving?
Just arriving. Afternoon, Roy. Joining us from Jandow Way, Queensland. Jandow Way. A lot probably firmer than I actually even thought. Close to getting to both of them.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic bowl. 1 or 2.
All that convinced she scores.
What? definitely one.
Which one?
The white one.
Yeah, up to the left or the back one?
I reckon the short left one.
I got my sunnies on 1 second. Stand by.
It's one.
Yeah, only one.
Yeah, well, you...
Sub me out.
Yeah.
I'll go get Liv.
New messenger. Get a bit of class here on the commentary.
Yeah, change your hand. You don't want to run into that. One or two, Lee. Thank you. Good shot, Anne-Marie.
Score updates from around the green. Brought to you by the Sporting Globe Bendigo. David Wells 7, leading Todd Trawarn 5. Greg Podesta 10, leading Chris Young 3. Brody Ark is now 7, trailing Tyson Cromie 9. So that game's close. Couple of handy openers from Cass there.
Fair correction. Last pole enough for shot, I think. Only looking from the best angle in the house. Last pole is the shot. This will be
Probably
close to a
half
bowl in
a
front.
bowl.
Oh, only half a bowl in front.
You want about a gap of a foot. Okay, thank you.
That is a very fair assessment. Little Mouse on YouTube. 18 games in 6 days is crazy. People underestimate how much walking you do in bowls. It's not just the walking, it's the lunging. Your mental capacity and your fatigue that way. Great bowl. Touched the jack, but it technically didn't move it, did it, Sammy?
Not really. That was a... It was just sort of rocked back and forth. Ooh, 2. So... Bit of work to do, Cash. Plenty to work with. Her own bowl doesn't really need to... Well,
Flops over, it's very close.
almost falls down, isn't far away, as you said.
You just need any sort of movement on that ball. Get ball under the jack. One down. One down.
Not far away, Samuel. Oh. It's a good bowl. Still one to Kelly, at least.
Kelly just sort of a wide draw, try and beat her own.
Got a bit going on there, mate.
Me?
Yeah.
Always got a bit going on.
Golly, geez, I thought on the track it was looking close, and it just
Whoa.
lacked 6 inches, maybe.
Good hand of
Good.
bowls.
Oh, yeah. Very good end of bowls. All right. You're going to take a little mini break, Sammy, because you are going to come back in.
If you're lucky.
No, you are. And I'm going to be joined by the one and only Liv Cartwright. Seven, 6 it is. Actually, is that right? I'm having a mental blank now. No, 7-all. You good?
Good. Ready.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. How have you seen the match so far?
It's been a good battle
Mm-hmm.
so far. It's kind of been those lead bowls and the back bowls in their conversions. Kelly's probably just on top at the moment with those first bowls, and then Cass has, dominated those conversion shots. But they're both doing their bit, obviously, 7-all. Couldn't ask for a better final so far.
It's been a good standard so far. Been some good heads. It'll come late, Liv. Just not quite quick enough, though.
Not far away.
How's the matches out here, right? In the men's champions. There's a left-hander in every one of the rinks.
Is there?
Greg Podesta's a left-hander.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson Cromie's a left-hander. And I'm pretty sure I just witnessed David Wells put one in on his left hand as well, the one against Todd Trewarn. I'm going to have to just double-check that. Great bowls from Kelly.
We'll find out in a couple seconds. Correct. What about the mixed pairs? All right-handers, probably.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any lefties in that one
Just wants to
unless
get down. Good shot.
Yeah, very good.
Draws the absolute.
Kelly try and trail it a couple of feet, you
I
reckon?
was just going to say that jack doesn't hurt.
It's in the
Far
right,
away.
It's in the right areas, that's for sure.
Didn't want the gap.
Perfect speed for what she wanted. That would
Could
have.
not have played that any better without getting the max result that you wanted. Do we see Cass change hands now?
Yeah, you'd hate to think you'd play a bowl and move it yourself. Take a high line on the backhand.
Nope.
She's actually played the forehand really well this way, the majority of the time. Nice high line, allows the bowl to work itself down.
It's trying very hard.
Whew. Say to be only one still. I've been wrong often though, Liv.
I think you'd be right here.
So 8-7. Favour of Cass MILLERICK. We'll give you some scores from across the green. David Wells leading Todd Trewarn 10-5. Greg Podesta leading Chris Young 13-3. And Tyson Cromie leading Brody Harker 12-8. The mixed pairs have played one game and Northern Gateway's leading 1-0 over Mornington Peninsula. Bit of driving going on across the greens, Liv.
I know, I was just like taking it all in. There's good draw bowls happening, but there is a lot of drives been happening. Markers have their work cut out for them.
Not like us precise draw bowlers, Liv.
I will admit, I do put some down more often now than I have, but try not to.
First starter from Cass. Much longer, and this is probably the first time it's gone really long. They've hovered around the medium length for a while, but this one's definitely, it's not pit to pit, but it's very close to it.
Good shots by Cass, 1-on-1 behind.
Afternoon, Michelle. Hope you're well. No, I'm with you. Like, well, I'm happy to make a prediction, but one thing I want to be clear about is I think it's going to go down to the wire. That's for sure.
Are we going both players in the 20s again?
Yeah, I actually will. Let's not sit on the fence.
No.
That game between Northern Gateway and Mornington Peninsula in the mixed pairs. Mornington Peninsula won quite well in their quarter-final against BCG. But the Northern Gateway game, Michaela Long played an absolute bomb with a second-last bowl to stop Ballarat Highlands from winning.
Really?
Yeah, it was a
I knew
fantastic.
it was like 3
It was
up.
2 the difference.
Yeah.
Ballarat Highlands had 2, and Michaela Long just drew shot. Benny MacArthur had a chance to sit it out and just missed it a bit high. Alright, Cass still holding shot here, Liv. It's a
Don't know.
droppy yard from a last. I don't think that's what you'd be trying to do, but
Yeah, but is it going to get down in time? Speed was good. Up and over hers. Fair track here.
chance of rolling her own. Oh
Or
no,
just get
just
the gap
slid
and
through.
dead
What a
draw.
bowl. It's a seesawing affair at this stage. And we're back square again. 8-all.
How far Jack can bowl? Here? Yep. 8 inches.
back to that medium type of length.
Yeah, it's been Kelly's preferred length in nearly all the singles games I've seen
Yeah.
her play so far.
I mean, if you get your first one within that, you're
Yeah,
going good.
you're not knocking it, are you? And not
Fair
about
reply.
How far short is that, please?
beat me to it, Liv.
Quick. Might force Kelly to change her hand. Bet her last she goes close. Gets to the jack even.
The wind is getting up in our sound effects.
Are we back? Live stream Facebook? 'Cause it's
Oh,
only been
no.
YouTube the last couple of days.
No, we're
hasn't
back
it?
Facebook today.
Back
Yeah,
Facebook.
we're winning. Yeah, fantastic bowl there from Cass. Regardless of it counts or not, so good home. Yeah, we're getting our comments from YouTube and Facebook at the moment.
Marvellous. Kelly wants that one to hold on. I think that wind's really kind of playing havoc from the back end of the green, swooping in the corner.
Seems like it's not bad again. It's probably going to finish in a pretty good home, Liv, considering the way Kelly's playing that hand at the other hand at the moment.
Yeah, I think that probably would have been Cass's beat the last one. Kind of makes Kelly play that more precise weight.
Any chance she goes quicker?
Potentially, I think if she does get it, I don't know if she gets past Cass's back one, might kill. Still opting for that draw shot just over.
It's just on the narrow side, isn't it? As you would say, it's a free hit. It's not an easy free hit, but it's a free
Definitely
hit.
not. Kelly's last did force Cass a hand change though.
Two. Outside the three consecutive ends at the start, ends 2, 3 and 4, they're basically alternating ends at the moment, Liv.
Hmm.
Cass is winning this way. And, I'll rephrase that. The way we're about to play is the way Kelly is winning.
Yeah.
And Cass is winning the way we just finished.
See if the trend continues.
Jackson Bowles going everywhere again, Liv. Definitely not from this match, though.
No. Not yet, anyway.
Good starter here from Kelly.
Then we go back to that lead first bowl pressure.
It's a huge thing, isn't it, the first bowl on singles?
And especially when Cass wouldn't have been too happy with that first one. Kelly really capitalised on that opportunity.
So, some scores from across the green as Cass's second bowl comes down here. David Wells, 13, leaving Todd Trawan, 6. Greg Bedesta, 13, leading Chris Young, 5. And Tyson Cromie, 15, leading Brody Harker, 10. That's the men's quarterfinals champions. Ali Forsyth is already in the semi-final, owing to a couple early matches. And the mixed pairs is one apiece between Northern Gateway and Mornington Peninsula.
And there's another mixed pairs after this.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Involving the Iron Woman. Oh, that's a fantastic bowl by Liv.
Good. By Liv, yeah. I put a
Oh,
good
sorry,
one
by
down.
Cass. Sorry, my bad. Same teammates.
Same
Use the same uniform. I'm going good, aren't I?
I'd love if I could do that, yeah.
My apologies, Cass.
I haven't even put a bad bowl down yet. Only one good one.
So it's been a long week.
I can imagine.
I can imagine. I reckon it won't be far from Sam tagging me back out again yet. I think it's on the narrow side, this one.
Cass will be looking to add another one here. It is sitting very lonely.
Yes, definitely. Even if it got to third shot, it's still taking the danger away, isn't it?
She probably wants to add without kind of giving her any angles to work off
And
or get back to,
no targets as well.
to the other one.
Yep.
So the angles are probably good at the moment, forcing Kelly to play that swing shot, which we've seen is the most challenging shot, especially on these streamed rings.
She's just inside the wider one of Kelly's out here. She's every chance of obviously then cutting second, third or fourth out, but just her weight there. Does that create a funnel on the forehand now for maybe Kelly to look for the white that way? Or do you think she's looking through her own still?
It depends what the angles look like from the other end.
It's that hand that can hang a little bit.
Sticky that side, yeah. Whether she wants to try and go through her swing just past it.
Morning for you, Norm. Neil. Go, guys.
You're going good. Kelly's lining up forehand.
Yeah, I just thought it looked from behind the head with the cameras. It looked like a nice shot. Reaching down to the shot bowl, getting the jack potentially too.
Not far away.
Oh, wow. She hit the jack on the nose. It rebounded into Cass's closest bowl and went back sort of forwards a little bit, sideways, one or two. And guess what? They have one consecutive ends again for a little bit.
Trend is continuing.
It's 10 apiece. We're also level again.
See that similar length of Kelly's. Still continuing.
Good starter.
Very good starter, especially after that weighted shot that she did play. Change hands and then nail the jack.
Okay, thank you. Try that again.
Just not far away here. What a reply. Good shot.
Yeah, fantastic bowls from the both of them.
Trusting that draw line out there is so important. As we saw how much Cass's did come back. Despite the jack being on the tighter side. Really had Lee trip over a bowl then. That would have been scary.
He did stop it well though. It was going into the rink next door.
I don't think I've seen head disturbance moved anything. The markers have been so quick to react.
Our ITOs who do a lot of our marking are well trained and they do it quite well. They let the other rinks know that there's a potential drive coming and they make sure if it's a toucher or not.
It'd be interesting. Do you know how you've got those like reaction time tests where the poles drop?
How's Kelly's bowl here?
Be interesting
Yeah,
to
great bowl.
see how they go on that. It's a similar line to a last.
I feel like it's close. It's not just getting down in time.
Not far away.
Does force Kelly to go to a backhand now.
Speed was good.
So that's if anything happens on that hand, it's normally a wide bowl.
Yeah. Interesting here because Kelly's kind of got everything
Yeah.
right of the screen.
Cass can't overplay it.
She can't. She goes backhand, it's going to be bigger weight. I'd think to risk that.
I
Fiddly
actually tend to
weight.
agree with you. More chance of killing then. It's got to hang.
Strong forehand. Mighty attempt.
I like the idea of the forehand because you got less chance of getting your own and more likely to kill. Anyway, she missed. Consecutive ends for Kelly
It
McKERHIEN.
is.
She leads 11-10. Some scores from across the green. David Wells leading Todd Trawarn 16-7. Greg Podesta leading Chris Young 16-5. Tyson Cromie leading Brody Harker 17-13. And the mixed pairs. Bear with me. Northern Gateway leading Mornington Peninsula 2-1 after 3.
Can't complain about the weather today.
Another glorious day in Bendigo. A shout out to the greater city of Bendigo, who are proud partners of this event, along with Bendigo East Bowls Club. And also a shout out to our streaming partners in Dandenong Club and Moama Bowls Club.
How far past our castles, please?
Just short of 2 feet.
Yeah, am I one short, please?
2.5 feet.
Kelly doesn't really need to add much. She sneaks past her own. She's really good enough for these shots.
Spot on. Yep.
Ideally, she probably wants to match the white ones. Couple rolls out of her own.
Done it too.
Couple of rolls. Nearly makes
Down, please.
2.
Great ball, Anne-Marie.
Does she?
Just do one down, close for a second.
So that one out there is the shot, is it? Sorry.
That's the shot there.
And how far short is that one now?
Chance for Cass now, I reckon. Liv. Backhand. Sort of just arriving. You can sit the shot bowl, or if you're just underneath, get jack movement for 3.
Yep.
Don't have to overplay it.
Similar weight to her last, if not a bit more, to try and
Hold it up a
hold it
fraction.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she hasn't got the weight. I'd argue her line was spot on.
You'd nearly think that Kelly probably wants to get hers 1 up and over, try and hide that jack. If she does miss, she's passed
Yep.
to the white, play that couple of feet to a yard.
Love the call. Spot on.
Because leaving it looking how it is definitely inviting for Cass. Especially with the 2 back ones.
Ball shot.
Well, it's going to make Cass play with the least amount of weight she needs to get the shot now.
Any toucher she makes 3. Not far away here.
No, awfully close, Liv. Bowl gets the shot too. Oh, I actually nearly did both things she wanted her to do. I think it's given a shot.
It was 1 and a measure beforehand, so it depends.
Oh, I thought it was oh, sorry, I must have missed that. Because I thought it was just 1 with the bowl that she had.
But did she do enough though?
No, still 2. Jeez, I got it totally wrong. Well, 13-10's the biggest lead for Kelly so far in this match.
3 consecutive ends.
Spot on, Liv.
Kelly's not far away again. Going this way especially, she's been
Her
really
first bowl's
nailing
been-
that
yep.
first bowl. Mind you, Cass's first bowl reply nearly most times has been pretty good as well.
Maybe you're down.
And if the last ball in relation to the jack, please.
Bowl and a quarter in front of Jack High.
I want to say this is well pointed, JT.
Yeah, it's going to nearly sit it out for 2. Yeah, well played.
What a shot, perfect weight.
Which ball's tee shot?
Force Cass again to... Nope, she's going to stay there. Going very hard. Far.
It's like the first bowl's probably 2 feet away, if
Yeah.
that. And they're all on the line and they're playing well, but both of them. And this is another one that's around abouts.
Doesn't want too much of...
Probably that's one of those good bad bowls, and it
Yeah.
creates it a bit more of a fatter target, opens it up a bit, can see the jack now.
Gives some better angles for Cass to work with now. She
Mhm.
does get the inside the last, even under she gets
Yep.
both gets the jack. Not far away. What's it to get down now?
Oh, she's just on the high side. Although she did get that bowl through the jack a fraction, but I still think
Probably
it'd be
one.
1.
Yeah.
Kelly's having a good look at it here.
Just depends whether Kelly's ball on the line, if edged out, goes past Cass's, whether she tries to change the angles up, puts one back.
2, 3.
Just a fraction over. That's probably not a bad home in the schemes of things. So what are you talking about Cass's shot?
Yeah, so if
Got to the
that
edge.
inside angle, whether it clears those bowls,
I
if she
reckon it's-
gets the
I
the
feel
split.
like she's definitely taken the back one out.
She is only one down, so her choice of weight here is crucial. She doesn't want to overplay it and get Kelly through the jack to be 4 down.
What happens if she goes quicker and then she kills it though?
It's potential as well. I think this is what she's looking at. Does she go quick, try and get some movement happening?
The other thing is she wouldn't want to do is be wide, quick,
Get both
get both her
out,
own.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things to consider.
I think she's going to opt to go quick on the other hand. Big weight it is.
It's probably a good miss in one essence. It will be another one to Kelly. Score is now 14-10.
She probably opted, obviously, for that backhand because it reduced the risk of getting her own out. But I think she may have just played it in a way that she was too cautious. So I know, like with myself, if you go, all right, I don't want to get those balls out, the chance of you trying to get those balls out without doing it is more than likely a higher chance.
I think it's a good learning tool that Liv is that when you play the shot, your last thought should be a positive thought versus the negative
Absolutely.
connotation of it.
Yeah.
If there is some risk in it, because you're right. I couldn't tell you what percentage it is, but if you have
Yeah,
that
no,
negative
me
thought
either.
when you play the bowl, you're more likely going to do it, aren't you?
Yeah. I want to say, I might be wrong, but Dad always used to tell me, you know, he's played a lot of bowls with Greg Schilling, and it'd be like, oh, if I go that bowl, I make a handful, but if I don't get it and get it wrong, I could also lose a handful. And then he goes, but I'm not going to miss. So it's initially that thought, and 10 times over, he'd get the shot. So I think that just enforces how much those positive thoughts are crucial in your shots.
All right, score updated from across the green. Northern Gateway 3 leading Mornington Peninsula 1 after 4 ends, so there's been 4 singles scored in that match. And that's the mixed pair semi-final. And then the men's champions. David Wells leading Todd Horn 16-9. Greg Bedesta leading Chris Young 18-6. And Brody Harker 14 trail and Tyson Cromie 18. That's the men's quarterfinals.
We kind of see the mat in a similar position, but the jack is longer than what Kelly has been playing. Intentional?
It's more
Not
the
sure.
length, or close to the length that Cass was trying to play earlier.
Yeah.
But it could also be that the green is quickening up still, as it has throughout this event, that as the day goes on to a certain point, it gets nice and quick.
How far short is it, please?
2.5 feet to jack high.
I want to say our line's not too far away.
Come well.
Fair change, fair shot.
Mm-hmm.
Two down, sorry.
This is very similar. Not quite as many numbers, but the match against Carla in the Champ of Champs. Carla was in front, and then Kelly had like 4 or 5 ends of power, which got her 14 shots.
Yep.
So we're not necessarily doing exactly, but it's eerily similar at this stage where she's won 4 ends in a row, and she's got another probably couple there at the moment, and not a great head for Cass to play to.
Whatever shot you want to play, draw it.
I think Kelly will be just looking to add another without creating that target. Doesn't want to make it any easier for Cass.
No, you're spot on.
She does have a couple feet to add another. See, I don't think she was far off actually wanting from where she wanted
Oh
to
yeah, I
play.
reckon she want to probably go another 18
Yeah,
inches, because that's
yep.
where the jack's angled with the shot bowl. Alright. Cass
She's
is
not
running
far-
again.
Not far away, JT.
She's under, she's really
To
close.
hold on.
Nah, killed. Well played. Stayed in though. She would have been a little stiff because
Yeah, she
Kelly's
got
bowl rolled
Kelly's,
over.
yeah.
Fantastic bowl.
Played that perfect. Speed was perfect for that shot.
We'll stay at 14-10 here.
First dead end.
It is the first dead end. Spot on.
Back to that medium length of Kelly's.
That's 2, 1, 3, 2.
Probably the first time Cass has had to really play her first bowl out on that ditch side.
Yeah, spot on, Liv, actually. She's hardly would have played any of that side and probably more out of necessity and conversions situations. Otherwise, she's drawn mostly on the other hand. This way.
It's not far away here, or down to her speed. Adapted pretty well to that side, nonetheless. Kelly's not far away herself.
That's 3.
Apple down, please. I'm guessing last bowl is that second shot, please? Or is it the front one?
I think the front one is closer.
Front one is closer, okay, thank you.
She needs another one in there regardless.
Yep.
She's gone back to her forehand. She doesn't want to turn the pink bowl, which she hasn't.
That's very well played.
Yep. And she just flops in front of the pink one there. It's not bad. Could be second as well.
Yep, it does enough.
Alright. It sort of takes the immediate danger away as well.
I think Kelly be looking to get both.
Yep, she's running.
But she's got
Inside edge.
one, does
Oh. It
sort
was
of
close.
questioning. I don't know whether the
No,
angles,
they were nearly
weren't
lined up.
far away.
Rightio. Unless something drastically goes wrong for Cassie, she'll be back on the board again. Will it be 1 or 2?
Still backing herself in to get around Kelly's front one. All down to speed now.
Played it well.
Very good shots by Cass.
She's playing that forehand well, isn't she?
She's backing herself. And I think earlier on in the week, she did really say she's kind of been keeping an eye out and watching the stream just to get a bit of an idea of what the track was like, what the grass lines were like. And a big thing for her was just to trust the line. And in doing that, trust yourself. And it's a showcase of her words there.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic bowl. 12-14 in favour of Kelly McKERHIEN. I'll give you some score updates from across the green. David Wells leading Todd Trawn 18-11. Greg Podesta leading Chris Young 18-7. Tyson Cromie leading Brody Harker 19-16. And in the mixed pair semi-final, Northern Gateway leading Mornington Peninsula 6-1.
Started by Cass. It's interesting because she's opted to play the ditch side, kind of forehand around the clock the last few bowls.
Yeah.
Don't need a lot of weight. Yeah. I want to crash yours. Nice open there.
Cass just probably looking to beat Kelly's last one.
Yep.
She doesn't have anything past the head. Gets down to her own, also helps as well. It's fair track for it.
Nearly counting. It is.
I see this searching weight for Kelly, trying to hunt the jack. She's not far
Close.
away.
I thought she had it, to be honest.
Or even if she got the inside of Cass's bowl, she nearly probably got back to the one on the back as well.
Wow.
For her not to even get her bowl move so like every different angle. Found the gaps in.
We can't really knock anything in on that side.
Something similar for Cass.
Yep.
Ideally probably wants to change the position of that front one. Doesn't want to give her a second look at it.
Situation, mate. Have we go again or not?
Has speed. Nah, she'd probably be unhappy with that one, Liv.
Don't think that was the plan, unfortunately. She's not happy with that one herself. Bigger weight here.
In the area again.
Does she get?
Wow. You wouldn't think you'd go through that hole again.
No.
Did she do enough to maybe flick the other one out or not, do you think? Looks like one
I think
paddle.
So. No. I don't know. Rodney's umming and ahhing.
Two. 14 all. It is a humdinger.
Now, is this the first end? Cass's one going this way, or one of many? Very little that she's won.
No, she's definitely won an end that way.
Because it was Cass that way, Kelly this way. It was that alternating for that little bit of the middle period.
I reckon that game between... Oh, I'm keeping a keen eye on it.
Yeah,
Because
for
it's probably
sure.
the first one
Yeah.
to... Well, it may not be the first one to finish, but... Brody Harker, Tyson Cromie, 19 apiece at this stage.
Brody's pegged himself back.
Any change?
Cass once again opting for this longer length. Start by Kelly. Brody must have got a full count there. It's 2019.
Oh, 2019. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyone else can get that ball in there?
Change over by Cass.
What's happening down there, please, Rob?
Probably just out.
If I come under mine instead, eh?
And Cass is one in relation to Jack?
Bowl and a half in front of Jack High.
No, no.
Cass doesn't need to change much here.
No.
It's not far away, I wouldn't have thought.
No, the speed's looking good, Liv.
Just have to get down to her last.
Jeez.
It's down on remission now.
Just a little bit quick and high on that side. Cass is having a good look at it here, Liv. I don't think it should change the way she's going to play the shot, though.
Don't think so. Something similar to her last. Probably wants to halve her weight though.
I don't know, Marie.
I thought it was on the narrow side, but it's hanging up just a bit longer than I thought.
Staying around.
She might be 2 down now. She's a bit stiff. She's played a pretty good bowl.
Might even. Cameras are decisive.
Yeah.
But I want to say 1.
1 to the back bowl, you reckon?
Yeah, back
Yep.
pink. But it'd also be interesting, the whites to the front pink, the back whites to the front pink. That changes Kelly's shot.
Surely you just play her forehand still because it's the wide side. You get down, there's no
Go down to
danger.
the jack,
You go
yeah.
to play the backhand, you only have to flop the white over once or twice and you could be down.
Yep.
Hence why she's playing forehand.
Not far away. Gets down to the back whites.
Be interested to see whether that change anything.
One in, one out. Probably a three-way measure.
Yeah, measure the closest white one, then go around. See what happens. One. So 15-14 in favour of Kelly McKERHIEN. Alright, give you some scores from across the green. In the mixed pair semi-final, Northern Gateway leading Mornington Peninsula 6-2. Men's champion singles quarterfinals. David Wells leading Todd Drawn 21-11. Greg Modesta leading Chris Young 20-10. Brody Harker, Tyson Cromie 20 apiece. And
Brody looks to be holding 3 as well. Good starter by Kelly back over here.
first bowl pressure.
Once again. It's good shots by Kelly.
I'm going to tag out after this N2 live, and you're going to
Okay.
be joined by the one and only Troy Stiffy Stafford.
Good on ya.
Cass will be looking for a couple yards correction here.
Not far away.
Great bowl by Cass.
Not far away, Kelly. Just gonna duck under.
Speed was fantastic.
Do we see change of hands from Cass? Try and block the trail. It's down to the Jack herself. She makes 2.
Got to hang on now. Just under.
Big opportunity here for Kelly. Couple rolls out of Cass. Gets to the Jack. She makes a handful.
What's the position up there, please?
She doesn't have to change a lot. fraction wider. This also means that Cass can't be overly aggressive too.
It's on a higher line.
Just a fraction wide, I reckon. It'd be one to Kelly. Just wait to marker Rodney Bates indicate. One it is, 16-14. I'm going to tag out, and Troy's going to come in. Thanks, Liv.
Thanks, JT.
Any change? Yes.
Afternoon, Liv.
How are we?
I'm good. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Watching your club mate here.
I am.
How impartial are you being?
I feel like I've been pretty good of being a neutral, non-one-sided person.
Deep down, you'd be hoping for Cass, which is fair enough. It's no disrespect to Callie at all.
No, they're both good players in their own right, that's for sure.
Yeah. How have you seen it so far this game?
It's been a good match.
Yep.
Like, from all fronts. Kelly's probably dominated that lead bowl coming this way as
Yep.
we see them roll this way. But Cass's replies have been next level as well,
Yeah,
matching
right.
her there.
Yep.
It's nearly ultimately been end for end. Kelly's probably gone on that run of 3 to 4 ends in a row, which has given her that lead of a couple.
It's just that little bit slower going back to the clubhouse again as you're playing into a breeze.
Good shot by Cass.
Yeah, very nice. Tis a game of correction. We all put bad ones in, but if you can correct with your next, it's a big, big positive.
Absolutely no one puts down that bad bowl intentionally.
No, and Kelly's corrected very well as well.
Well played there.
Missing the jack, but drawing the shot.
High ball in relation to Jack High, please.
Either hand. About a foot in front of Jack High.
And Kelly's won the shot ball behind, please.
Yeah, the gap's about 8 inches between Jack and ball.
Okay, thank you.
We see Cass change over here. Couple rolls on her own. She's been really nailing this forehand coming this way.
It tends to have been
On
the
her
kinder
draw.
side for the players. I think you've given her the curse here.
Classic.
Oh, she's just turned that potentially in the way too. The other difficulty is the fact that all three of her bowls haven't passed the jack. So if she wanted to play an aggressive shot, she's got nothing back there waiting, but neither does Kelly.
Exactly. This is probably one of the loosest ends we've seen from both players.
She'd love to get a touch on that jack.
It's not far away.
Even get to the shot bowl. She got the hole. No, she's probably drawn another. Yeah, 2 indicated by Rod. Do you think she changes here?
I don't know whether she potentially can now go bigger. Can't really.
Yeah, we need a look back on
See.
that head, but I just wonder if it's...
She can almost nearly go big on the forehand. She gets hers through the split, gets the jack in the ditch, or either side, whatever she backs herself on.
Yeah. Swing weight on the backhand, looking for the split
far
on the
away.
2 pink bowls.
Wants it to be nice now.
It's a kind result, and she did not get a kind result at all. Played that so well. So unlucky. It's a game of millimetres, isn't it?
It is. She was unlucky there. Obviously, that was the risk of getting your own out, but it was only one worse off than the count was already.
Yeah, that's right. I never think it's a bad idea when it's only going to cost you 1 more. It's never really a bad, you know. If it goes right, you go from 2 down to 1 up, which is +3, and if it goes wrong, you go from 2 down to 3 down. It's only -1. So risk versus reward says play the shot. The Tyson Cromie versus Brody Harker match is the one that's closest to potting out.
And I think Brody is holding match with Tyson's last bowl halfway down the green. He's chasing it. Asking him to hurry.
Oh, he's crashed.
I don't know.
Might be enough for Brody to win the match.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a win to Brody Harker. He's through to the semi-final of the Champion of Champions, where he will come up against Ali Forsyth.
That will be a good game.
Yeah, it sure will.
I mean, everything at this level is a good game.
Correct.
Good start-up. Good correction by Kelly.
Yep.
Gus is not far away here.
Can she get that jack? Oh, she's got the jack and it. She sliced it down the line. So 1 to Kelly still.
Makes it a lot better though. Gives
does.
herself that better chance to sit the bowl now.
She's got a good second. Just that last, 2 ends, things just not going her way. She's probably not getting reward for good bowls. We'll go to a handy home. I should see a change of hands here from Cass, I expect. No, staying on the forehand.
She beats her last and flops back. She's half a chance.
Probably played the weight to get a roll out of that pink one, and
She's
oh
done
well,
enough.
she
Has
might
she?
have. Kelly's having a good look. Given that she's checking with the fingers, tells us it's very close.
Cass has now pushed her other bowl back, so she does have something past the head as well.
Yes.
Helps for her next shot and probably forces Kelly to play something similar.
Okay, Rod indicating 1 to Cass. Do you reckon she trusts him?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good eye.
Kelly ultimately doesn't want to change a lot. Her speed was good. Just taking her time, regrouping. All down to her legs now. Just on a fair track.
She's going to get part of the bowl. She'll get enough to get at least 1 out of it.
Shot.
Nearly made a couple, but we're happy that she got the shot out of it. Great sportsmanship there from Cass too, acknowledging the bowl.
Any touch on that jack now? Mainly in Cass's favour. Sticking with the forehand.
Just doesn't have that sit she had earlier, so it just needs to be fractionally tighter. She can get back to the jack. Just going to hang out on her, I think. What a terrific effort.
Tried very hard.
Weight, perfect. But it is another one to Kelly. She's reeled off the last 6 shots from 14 holes. She's 20 to 14. Scores from these other matches. It is David Wells from West Coast up 22 to 16 on Todd Trewarn, and Greg Podesta of Ballarat Highlands 20 to 14 up on Chris Young. Good opener from Kelly. Yeah, it's a terrific opener. Touch on the jack. And then our semi-final of the mixed pairs sees Jordan Yates and Michaela Long of Northern Gateway 7-2 up on the Mornington Peninsula pairing, skipped by Frank Krislovic. 7-2 after 7, that one is. It's handy enough. She would have loved to have got it past, but it's a handy enough second that it can be used later in the end. But Kelly's just dobbing them on for fun.
She's really found her groove the last few
Yes.
ends.
Yep, changes the angles too. Okay, well that gives us something to play to now. Just passing the jack.
Don't mind that sort of weight.
Yeah.
Kelly probably wants to tuck that jack behind there now. Doesn't want to leave it open.
That'll be 3.
Track.
Got to be a chance here, surely.
Not far away. Wants it to get the jack all the way.
All of it? Yeah, what a
Well
shot.
played.
Brilliant, Cass.
That second bowl of hers really gave her an insight of what it does with that added pace.
It did, and she's put it in a spot where Kelly doesn't have a clear path to shot bowl or jack. Tucks it in absolutely beautifully. Wonder if she can play quick up on the forehand. There's a very slight gap there. You could, I know the shot bowl looks just past the jack, but I still feel you could get off that and get a flick of the jack.
Yeah, and I think as well the angles do line up. If she gets her front one,
Exactly.
it gets her back one through Cass's all the jack.
Yep. Yep.
Plus her bowl's got to run somewhere, so...
Yeah, which is what we talk about when we talk about percentage bowls. Having more than one opportunity for success. Yep, swing weight on the forehand.
It's not far away either.
Just going to get one out, which is handy. That's handy.
And once again, we see that kind of swinging weight. A bit sticky
Yeah, it just
either
hangs.
side. Yep.
Yep.
She reduced the count to 1 though. Cass looking to capitalise on this chance to double the count.
Important that she does add here. Don't think she's going to quite reach. Gives her opportunity to throw her own length though. 20 to 15. We're here at Bendigo East Bowls Club.
Just about to say, I wonder if we see Cass go to her tactics of short. She does do this a lot in her singles game, change it up.
Yeah, it's useful in singles to have, you know, a fallback plan. Something that's your pet length that you go to when, perhaps when you feel like you're in trouble. This is what you can back.
And we haven't really seen a drastic change of length either from both players.
Has she rolled it far enough? No, she has not. Could be costly. So we are at Bendigo East Bowls Club for our 2025 State Championships, brought to you by the City of Bendigo, by Dandenong Club, and Live Your Own Bowls Club, Moama Bowling Club. And we're in the women's singles final. It's Sandbout's Kelly McKERHIEN leading Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields Cass MILLERICK 20 to 15, and it's a 1st to 25 match. Dead ends remain dead and are replayed. No time limit. Yeah, this is what you were saying earlier, Liv, that Kelly's just outdrawing her with that first bowl.
Yep, first bowl pressure has been huge from Kelly.
Have you heard Cass referred to as the lass with a bit of sass?
No, I've never.
Because that's how Cassie Dickinson on Facebook has just described her.
Yeah, right now I've never heard that description before. Fair correction by
Fair.
Cass.
Very good correction. And you are right, Ken, on YouTube. Very high quality game from two very fine bowlers. I like that. The rod's indicating a measure, but Cal wanting to know what he favours. Callie knows Rod quite well. They played at Clayton together, so
There you go, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she'd know his strengths in terms of being able to identify who's got shot, and all the ITOs are very, very astute at that. It's frustrating when you get a marker and everything's a measure.
Yes, I unfortunately have been on the back of a few of those markers in the past.
Oh, this is
Well played by Kelly.
played so well.
Cass doesn't need to change much here. Gives her a bit more permission to add extra weight. Works the
Yeah.
inside of hers, couple rolls out of the pinks.
She's got that back bowl about 1.5 metres past. Now, is this the event you won a couple of years ago, or was it Champ of Champs? Or was it, no, last year it was, wasn't it?
Year before, I think.
Oh, you was the year before. I
Yeah.
should go with my first
I think
guess.
I actually really have no idea.
You won so many things, they all just blend into one, eh?
No, it
I
might
think
have
it was
been
this
last.
one, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was
The
definitely
state
state
singles.
singles. Yeah.
Um,
No, it actually was last year, I think. No, I don't think so.
no?
I'll have to think now. May have been.
Don't tell me you're going to the record books to find out when you actually won it.
I'm going to the calendar. My life's busy, Troy.
Yes. Afternoon to you, Mark, from the Philippines. So if it would have been April, Liv, if that helps you.
Yeah, but I was looking if I put nationals
Ah, right.
with a destination.
Naomi, is that your mum?
Yeah.
She said year before.
Year before. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Mum.
Me manager. I knew it was year before. I didn't think it was.
Don't doubt yourself. And who did you play in the final?
Nix Mackenzie.
Ah, Nix
Yep.
McKenzie, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, it was in Perth. The Nationals that year.
Yeah. Yeah, if you asked me that, I would have worked if you told me that, because the one just gone was on the Gold Coast.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. You'd think I'd remember that one, because...
Even your brother's here. Josh is your brother, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's telling you 2 years ago.
Yeah. They probably, have a bit more knowledge of my own accomplishments than I probably do.
Time flies when you're having fun, Liv.
Oh, it does. Honestly.
We've got Daryl tuning in from Fiji as we're getting to the penultimate part of this match where Kelly's, if she draws another shot here, she's going very close to being able to pot out. Played good weight. She could have touched the jack and made 4.
Yeah.
She's 22 now. She's in that zone where she can pot out. 3 shots wins her the match. I'm saying Josh watches his own match every week, so that would have been the state triples.
Yes.
Was that the
State
same year?
triples. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they just fell short, unfortunately, but, they did extremely well to get there.
Absolutely. Another great opener from Kelly.
She's really honing in now.
She's relentless.
We were actually talking about this last night, Josh and his live stream watchers. Oh no, we're just talking about it in general, to be honest, about, when we do watch back, what for and things like that. creates a topic of conversation in our household.
I bet it does.
Well, that's basically all we talk, really. Bowls and golf.
Is Mum a bowler?
A retired bowler I
Oh,
use.
okay.
She has bowled in the past.
Right.
We made it here together actually in the triples
Oh, that's pretty cool.
a few years ago now. Won our first and then lost our next. So she's got that feather in the cap with me over Dad. So I've never got here with Dad. So she's
Do you play mixed with Dad?
I do. I
Yeah.
have. Not really much anymore, as we are in separate regions.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But we are actually playing a Cobram tournament in a few weeks with him, so it'll be good to get back. And I think he said he's going to lead for me, so
As he should.
we'll see how that goes.
So Greg Podesta has now made his way through to the Men's Championship semi-finals, beating Chris Young 25-14. And David Wells 24-17 up on Todd Trewarn. The winner of that match will play Greg Podesta.
Right intent by Cass, trying to sit the bowl, touch the jack.
This is interesting now. Kelly's holding one, which doesn't give her enough to pot out. I think our marker indicated only one. So does she, try and make the three or cover? Because if, one's indicated there from Rod. If Cass gets this jack, she makes four.
I think she's going to cover.
Yeah, I think it's a smart play. Yeah, she split him well. Yeah, it's an extremely good bowl.
Almost as good as a toucher, some would say.
If she could have gone down and placed it, I think she'd have put it there.
Somewhat in that area, correct.
Still got to give this a chance, especially given that she's only one down.
Yep. If she gets enough of the bowl, then the jack, she can nearly make two out of it. Even just a touch of 2 foot, she makes two.
Well, even the bowl without the jack, if she's only one down, would give her two. Or jack right back would give her 2 and 3 if she followed it.
It's almost a must-win end.
Got to be close, Liv.
Wants to be nice now.
Can she stay? She's not going to stay. It was a good shot, though.
Made one, regained the mat. Does she try short again?
Well, she had intents to do it and just muck the jack roll up, so surely she's going to give it another go.
Some sort of animal species on my arm.
Animal species.
Yeah.
Interesting way of describing it.
It was a spider of some sort. Don't know what spider.
An arachnid. Okay.
Not quite T to T, but near
so
enough.
Interesting, though, that she tried the minimum and never got an opportunity for it, and she hasn't gone back to it. Just depends how you're feeling at the time, doesn't it?
She did start off the game with this type of length.
Might be going for a swim. No.
There is a slight incline, about
Okay.
half a foot or so.
Okay, well, it's thrown Kelly off her line there. So if Cass can capitalise on that. Looks a
Good
much better
correction.
weight. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Game of correction, as you said, Troy.
Exactly. And she's got the back one if she needs to use it. Todra Warren was just running. I don't know if he's going for the jack or the 2 bowls, but he got 1 bowl out, so he's still down game. Here's a correction too.
Shots by both of them.
Not having a good look here. Still 1 to Cass.
Kelly's last ball, how far behind Jack High is it, please? 2 balls past. Okay, thank you.
Cass just wants to lift hers up and over. To sneak under. Not far away on the title line.
It'll give her a 3rd shot. It's just about in the count. Superb weight. Oh, Todra Warren trailing the jack with his last to stay in the game. But David Wells has another bowl left.
Made 2 out of it anyway.
Kelly's not far off the jack. Just skirting through the hole.
Now, there's danger here for Cass.
Yeah. Because Kelly has the chance with her last bowl as it lies
Yes.
to win the game. So I think Cass needs 2 more feet. If she can turn her own bowl up and tidy the head and maybe run in herself, she's holding 2. And if she misses, she gets in between those 2 pink bowls. Whatever, I think just she needs to be just arriving and preferably wider of the head. Doesn't want to slice that jack down the line.
All down to weight now.
What's she going to do with the jack? Oh, just draw a front hopper. That'll do.
Good shot.
Very good.
Now it makes it harder for Kelly if she does want to make that 3. She's got to play very precise weight. Ultimately, just probably needs to tap it a couple feet.
Yeah, if she was to play forehand, she can use the inside of the other bowl of Cass's and then get back to the shot bowl, pop that jack, and there is still a chance to win this match. So this is her first opportunity to win the game, but she'd have to play it perfectly.
Going forehand.
We will know if she thinks she's close. She will yell at it. She's asked it to hang. I think it was more than weight. Just wanted another metre of weight. 1 more to Cass.
Keeps the board ticking.
She's hanging in, Liv.
Kelly probably won't be too happy with that. She realises the significance of that bowl.
Well, that's the thing, you know. You'd like to think you're going to get another opportunity to win the game, but you might not. Cass, having won an Australian Open singles title, knocking off the very much in-form Kelsey Cottrell, and now she's going for this Victorian title against the very much in-form Kelly McKERHIEN. So she's been there and done that. We just can't quite see the jack with those advertisements. It's novice and over 60s. Entries are still open, and there we go. So she's not far off.
She's rolled the full max length T to T.
Kelly's just outdrawn her right in behind the jack. Fantastic bowl.
Gap's about 8 inches, 2 bowls from jack high.
Okay, and mine, about how far short?
The gap is about 18 inches.
18, alright, thank you.
Cass just having a laugh about she was glad that Rodney put up the hand distance. She had no idea what
18 inches.
18
was.
inches.
Yeah, right. I
Whether
know it.
that's true or she's just trying to keep relaxed.
Yeah, could be right.
It's always good to have a visualization.
Yeah, well, whatever it was, Liv,
Helped her
it's
a
worked.
lot.
Fantastic
shot.
shot.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Again, this game played in such good spirits.
Kelly's not far away either.
Get the jack down the line. Yeah,
Is
is it
she?
enough?
Is she? Don't know.
Situation, please.
It's bowl for bowl.
You got it? It's very close.
Very close. Kelly's bowl now, the close one, sorry, in relation to
So
Jack.
that round of applause was for victory to David Wells
Thank you.
from West Coast. He's found himself into a semi-final up against Greg Podesta from Ballarat Highlands.
Don't know if this will get back, but her speed's gonna be perfect.
It's in a
Nearly
good
did
spot.
get back.
Yeah, it's in a good spot. Kelly just wants a little touch on the jack, tidy it up, make certain she's got one, and then most likely two if she does that. Just a bit under the weight.
Yeah, I missed it. Was it called a measure, or does Kelly have
Yeah.
shot? Okay, so
Last I knew it was a measure. But they're both down there now, so they can both have a look.
I don't think it really changes Cass's shot. She's
I
kind of
agree.
got those bowls to work back to the jack.
Yeah, she's got to arrive. She's got her bowl passed.
Same weight as her last, really. She gets the jack, she gets down to the pink front or back one.
Yep.
She's half a chance.
So we can see that graphic there. The bigger ends, a couple of threes being to Kelly, and they're the difference in this game. Cass Millerick.
What can she do? It's on a bare track.
She got the weight, Liv.
Oh, she had the weight to
Oh,
just get to
yeah.
the jack.
But I think she would, she would have been trying to play 2 or 3 feet over.
Now, if Kelly can get a couple rolls out of Cass's bowl.
She wins.
She does.
So she's got another opportunity to take the title. Again, not an easy one.
No, the angles are challenging, but it is there. And I think the risk is she goes one down, and I think at this stage of the game, she's in tap-out zone, so...
Yeah. And especially when now she might even be down. Definitely worth it. She could get the jack and make two anyway. But as you say, a roll or two out of the white bowl, she takes the title.
It's on the title line.
She's got more weight too. More chance of the jack than the bowl. Just scooting past.
Looked like it kind of had that jack from halfway down, and then it drifted out just a little bit. Once again, that swinging weight is a very fine track.
And the measure is out.
Yes, got that one.
3 ones in a row.
So while she opted for that shorter length and didn't quite nail that jack roll, she's gone back to her T to T and has won, like you said, 3 ends consecutively.
The only other match still in progress at the moment is a mixed pairs semi-final. And Jordan Yates, Michaela Long from Northern Gateway, 8-5 up on Anne-Marie Ryan and Frank Krislovic of Mornington Peninsula. 8-5 after 9. And that is a 15-end game.
First started by Cass. Not far away by Kelly either.
She's got her again.
Well played and a touch up.
Yeah. Cass looking to play that aggressive shot. Gives her 2 back there now. Kelly will just try and heap the pressure on. Draw another. Don't know if it'll run enough for 2. No, just the 1. It's a bit of a reprieve for Cass.
Probably want to keep that same intent. Probably just wants to drop her weight just that little bit,
Halve the weight.
so it can get some turn back.
Oh, just overcorrected. Kelly could still get around those bowls. There's plenty of draw on that backhand side. She beats the second shot behind the jack, she'd be very happy.
Somewhere about there. It's
Yes.
pretty good home.
Splits the 2, but doesn't give her the chance to draw for the game, but as it lies, she can trail the jack for the game. So Cass needing to do it first.
Cass gets the jack, makes 2 herself here.
Yeah, if she can get it, she needs to get all of it. Not doesn't want the outside of it. She's playing reaching weight.
I guess it's just on the higher side.
Okay. Now, does Kelly change and try and trail the jack, get the outside of the jack and trail it for 3, or does she play the more conservative and draw for 2?
I think you got to try and give yourself that opportunity. You know, like we said, they don't come by very often. She gets the jack, she gets to Cass's couple rolls.
Looks like lining up on the back end, just trying to get the 2. Oh, just running past. It'll be a 1, I feel. 1 to Kelly. Does mean though, you know, 2 shots is easier to get than 3.
Look to trail the jack back.
Correct.
The ball. Send yours in.
Positive being for Cass now is she has last bowl. She's not going to get a lot of last bowls in this game because she's got to be the one scoring shots.
Absolutely.
Sit down. Sit it. Good.
This is probably a must-win end for Cass here. If she can gain a multiple, that's handy as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, but if she could get a 3, then she's in the zone to be able to pot out. Okay, it's in a handy home. Couple more feet. Cal's looking for. She played it well.
Clears her own. Well played.
And there's a big difference to being slightly in front to jack high or slightly behind. She can run that bowl through the jack as opposed to sitting it out clean.
Cass probably wants a good second shot
She
here.
does. Needs to do it underneath. Okay. She has got second.
Kelly clears her own. She's
Yeah,
close.
played 2 rippers. Little piece, but that is holding game. But
I think we're going to see bigger weight here.
yeah, it is a target.
Can I come down and have a look, please? Sorry, thank you.
Cass just having a look. She'll probably be assessing the angle, seeing what lines up with what. That will give her the option of what weight she does choose to play.
Yeah, so in our conditions of play, you cannot go to the head until after your 3rd bowl, but you can ask permission from the marker, and it would be a pretty miserable marker to deny that. Maybe if you're doing it every end, they might have an issue, but this is such a pivotal moment in this match.
Positive weight. It's not far away here.
Got to be close, Liv.
Wants to get down.
It mightn't be all bad getting a flick off that. She does apologise, but she wasn't far away.
She was in the area, as you'd say. Was a fortunate result.
Still down though.
She'd cleared that, even if she'd got hers on the run in. She was half a shot.
Gives her a nice chance to try that jack with her last.
Thing is now, Kelly just rocks that wide a couple. She does the whole game.
Not far away again, Liv. Just
gonna get
running
down.
past. And she has gone past the second one, which does give Cass the chance to make a 3.
Now we see the roles are reversed. Cass having this opportunity
Yep.
to make 3. Big ball.
Sure is. 21-23 is a big difference to 18-24, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay. How is she looking?
Far away here.
She's
Wants
very
to get the
close,
jack.
Liv. She's got the jack. How far's it going? What a
What
shot.
a shot. Has she done enough for 2? If
2,
not,
I
she's
think.
definitely got the 1.
She'd be unlucky if it was only 1. Might only be 1, Liv. Oh, Rod's got the cruel news for us, I think. It's a great shot, but just didn't get maximum reward for it. She'd be happy to get the 1, though.
I would think so.
1 more centimetre tighter, she gets that jack straight down where she wants it to go, and she makes 3.
Yep. Nonetheless, was a good shot.
Who invented this game?
Not me. I don't actually know. Not that I.
I believe it was Sir Francis Drake. That's what it says in Crackerjack.
True. I suppose. I love that movie. In our household, we've probably seen it just 400 times.
What would Josh have seen more, that or his final?
Oh, good question.
His final, surely.
Nah, probably Crackerjack, to be honest. He started watching that before he even played the final, so.
Yeah.
But it'd be close.
Yep. Yeah, a couple of comments from YouTube. Top game. And, oh my God, cliffhanger game. Kelly's on again. She's just heaping pressure on consistently with her first bowl. And if she misses with her first, she absolutely gets it with her second.
This is on a good track here.
If she doesn't get shot, she's going to get a good second. Yeah, it's a good second. It's not going to count. Just could be slightly annoying.
Probably Cass is going to stay there. She's dead drawing. Takes off that kind of
Shot bowl. How far behind the
overplaying the sit the bowl trail of Jack Wade with the last one on the line.
Yeah, so the last one's not in the way, but it'll look more inviting on the forehand, but it's the hand they don't always choose to play.
I think Cass has opted probably for the easier hand. Couple rolls out of her own.
No, she's still changed. Yeah, changed.
And in the scheme of things, Kelly needs two, so while you're also trying to fight back the margin, you're trying to stop Kelly's.
You're trying to do this, Liv. That's a. Oh, you're not trying to go through the hole. My
And it
God.
does give her another one in there.
Sure does.
passes? Last one, please.
Last ball.
Yes, thank you.
2 balls past Jack High.
This ball for Kelly is a big one in terms of A, her reaching the two she needs, or Cass playing a big shot with her last.
Okay, Cass with a chance to make 3 again. James, I don't believe there's a rule that says you can't carry your bowl to the head. I've done it before. There's plenty of people who, teammates who carry bowls to the head, pass it to their skip and things like that. I don't believe that there's a rule that stops you from doing it.
As long as you don't put it down right in front of the jack, you're fine, literally.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you dropped it, well then the opposition have the opportunity to reset the head how they feel that it was, and your team has no power to dispute them.
Absolutely. Alright, back to action. Cass needing to change something here.
One.
I like this. I think she's going to go quicker under the pink.
Okay, I thought she might have played the same and
Quicker under the pink. It's the split.
righto.
Or the jack. Not far away, Troy. Wants it to get down.
She's just needs
Wants
the
it to get
edge of
down.
it. She's
What a
got
shot.
it. Well
What a
played.
shot.
Played it to perfection. Got them both. I don't think the back one's going to be in, but
No. Jack in the ditch for the game. Tell you this is right on the edge of your seats.
Oh, what a game this is.
Got hands in my pants, can't sit still.
Would have beat the last, the second.
She's lining up. Jack in the pit to win the match.
I know she's not going as
No.
quick as I thought she'd go.
She's just drawing, Liv. She's been drawing so well.
Absolutely. Wants it to get down now.
And it will. Why go Jack in the pit when you can just dead draw the shot?
What a shot.
That is like 2 absolute classy bowls by both of these players. Sensational bowling. Doesn't get any better than that. And now she's within 1. She's won 2 state titles this week. She's been runner-up in another. And she's one shot off a third. And then she's still not finished. Because she's in the semi-final in the mixed pairs. it's a fairly superhuman effort.
It's one thing to play a lot of bowls one day after the other, but to play consistently good and have the success rate that Kelly's having is another level.
Sure is. Yeah, good shot
Start
from
of a
Cass.
Cass.
Probably still one to Cass.
Not three anymore. Got two, mate. Still got two.
Oh, another great shot from
Good
Cass.
shot by Cass.
They're just laughing at the antics on the mixed pairs. Jordan Yates and Michaela were holding 3. Frankie changed something and his comment was, "It's not 3 now." And Jordan replies with, "We've still got 2.
Love it. I think that's 9-5 over there.
We'll update, unless this is the final end, we'll update shortly because it's the final bowl of this end.
Anyone got that on video?
Oh, that's 3.
What a shot, Cass.
So I think Frankie's just turned their toucher into the ditch for shot. And in only Frankie style, he says, "Has anyone got that on video?"
Mind you, that was a fair shot too, because the toucher was probably 6 to 8 feet from the ditch,
Absolutely.
and he's navigated 3 bowls that were like a yard from the ditch as well.
Okay. Kelly's final bowl of this end. Only needs the 1 to pot out. But she is 3 down. Cass has played a very, very good end.
All down to weight. This is a pretty good track.
I don't think she's got the weight, Liv. Don't think she's got the weight.
Cass just taking her time. Knows the importance. Knows the opportunity that she's got.
She gets a 4 here. She's within 2, Liv. Even if she doesn't, she's within 3. We're whispering because the play is so close to us and it's such a pivotal moment. We don't want to put these players off. She's played 3 excellent draw shots. Can she repeat it?
Line.
She's out on a nice wide line as we see it swing right back. Oh, I
and flops
think it's going to
out.
fall out.
She gets herself into the...
Rod Bates has got 4 paddles ready, Liv. He
Like a measure on it.
he might be teasing though.
Would he do that?
Not to the players. Definitely not deliberately.
Oh, it doesn't touch that one.
And I don't think it's going to touch this one. Let's see.
4 shots to Cass.
Wow. If we thought it was game on before, well, we were wrong. Because it's absolutely game on now. It's 23-24. First to
Wowee.
25 in the state singles final at Bendigo East Bowls Club. And just quickly will pay reference to the mixed pairs. It is Jordan Yates, Michaela Long, 9-6 up after 11 over Anne-Marie Ryan and Frank Krislovic of Mornington Peninsula.
Still seeing this T-to-T length.
Yeah, she's been executing well on this longer length. So that was the first maximum count of the game.
Probably.
Couldn't ask for a better time to do it, could you?
No, probably Cass's biggest count, is it?
That's the first.
Did
No
she?
one's
Has
got a
Cass got a
no
3
one's-
before that?
No one's got a 4 for the game. Yeah, Cass's biggest score before that was 2.
Yep. It's the right time to do it, like you said, Troy.
White was good with the first, just under the line. Callie's been relentless with opening bowl, and she's done it again.
Good start up.
She has sat it jack high, or just probably a jack past.
3/4 of the ball pass.
Yeah, 3/4 of the bowl past the front of the jack, indicated from Rod Bates, our marker.
So precise.
Yeah.
But it's what you want as a player. Like,
You
I
do.
know from that end as well. Like, that is pivotal in
Yep.
deciding shots and weight. And
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, it's a handy second. Would have loved a couple more feet on that line. Callie's got what she needs, but she's going to try and tidy this up. Turn, get ideally the inside edge of her shot bowl and flop in behind the jack. She could get the outside of it and turn it in behind.
Yep.
Or she could just draw
an
bang,
absolute.
bang on top of it.
She's not far from doing that. Now,
It's getting
do we
close.
see quicker weight under
Yeah,
Cass's?
I think we will. 2 bowls or the jack.
Great. Thanks.
Reaching weight on the forehand.
Not far. That's a good line. Oh, wants to clear her own, and she has.
Okay, it's still probably 2, but it's in a really good spot. Callie asking permission to come up. Rod says yes. Cass says no. That's great. So Callie, she's got to get past.
I think so. I think she's got to try and
Get the back bowl.
back bowl, but in between 2 Casses.
Yep.
So that forces Cass to play that more specific weight, because essentially Kelly does have last bowl as well. So
Exactly right. Cass has only got 1 more bowl to either stay in the game or potentially win it.
yeah,
And that's why we see her playing forehand live, as you said, because she wants to split the back 2.
Hurry.
She's asking it to hurry.
Hurry.
It's not quite going to get past them. Just finishing probably 8 inches past jack high.
I think we're gonna see bigger weight here.
It's probably the easier shot, isn't it, on these greens? Certainly won't be any less weight. She's got to get under her bowl. Whether she goes really big or just looks for, 1, 2 or 3 metres of weight. whatever she decides, she's got to have made her mind up before stepping on that mat.
Last ball of the end for Cass.
If she misses, it is the game to Kelly. Looks like she's changing to the backhand.
I like that though. Both bowls jack in the ditch.
So firmer weight.
Far away. Doesn't want the gap. Wants the
She
jack.
wants the jack. She's got it,
What a
and she's
shot,
holding
Cass.
game.
Wowee.
She's left a metre of room, but she's forced her opponent to do it.
What a shot. Talk about pressure bowls.
Talk about nerves of steel. That is amazing. Now she's nervous.
She said no, she wasn't sure. She loves it.
Oh my goodness.
Kelly needs a yard on her last and she's got the title.
I feel like this is going to be the last bowl, Liv, because I think if she beats the second, she's going to beat the first.
Yeah.
Of course, if she only beats one of them, we go 24 all. But
And I'd think that this is probably something she does in her training routines. Draws the ditch.
yes, absolutely. And an off-centre jack too.
Absolutely.
So her line with her first or previous bowl is spot on. It's now, just as you said, adding a metre of weight to draw the shot to win. Stepping off, taking her time, feeling the pressure, but now she's going to reset. She's going to make sure she doesn't have sweaty hands. She's got all the time in the world. It's her moment, it's her opportunity.
It is so silent here.
It is.
It's down. I don't think she's far away. Will it stay up?
It's very close, Liv. It's very, very
gonna
close.
stay up?
It's going to live.
What
and
a
she
shot.
wins the game. What a bowl. What a finish. What a game. An extraordinary match. It was silent before. All the crowd can do is clap. And all those two girls can do is smile and embrace.
And I don't think you could have gotten closer to the ditch without going in.
That is an extraordinary match.
Wow.
You don't see too many finishes to a game like that in any match, let alone a state final. You can see why these two players deserve to make the final.
Absolutely. Credit to both of them. That is now 3 titles to Kelly.
With another
One to
one on
play.
the line. Unbelievable. What a week she has had. What a performance by both these players. So that will be, I haven't even put the score on the board.
Credit to Cass
Liv.
as well. She played a few big ends on the run home. Played a good shot to essentially hold game, give herself a chance, and put the pressure back onto Kelly. And what a way to finish your Thursday afternoon.
She made her earn it, didn't she?
Absolutely.
That was incredible. So we're going to sign off for the day because we've got nothing left in us as to these two girls. As you can't get any better. We just can't do any better. So absolutely fantastic performance. Our Victorian State Singles winner, Kelly McKERHIEN, 25-23 over Cass MILLERICK. Thank you, Liv, for all your insights. You've been
Thank
amazing.
you.
A star on and off the green. Rodney Bates done a great job, as always, as our marker. And to Brad for bringing us this show. Thank you, Bendigo East Bowls Club, City of Bendigo, Dandenong Club and Moama Bowls Club. That is BVT signing off for today. We will be back tomorrow where we've still got 2 more finals to go. We've got a mixed pairs final and we've got a men's champion to champion singles final. Thank you, bye.